Hi folks, I'm Nathan with Two Guys in a Ride, and today we're out here back to the 50s on this gorgeous day. We're here with Dennis and Dan and their beautiful 1927 Chrysler Imperial. So you guys got this as a father-son project?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
Good. It's always good when they both agree. Then we know we're right.
Doesn't happen too often.
So, do you have other cars you restored? Is this your first car?
This is the first one, and it's been a long journey. We've been wanting to do this for many years, and we just finally fell into this project, and we're loving every minute of it.
So, tell us a little bit about the story about how you found the car.
Well, I did work with a gentleman who recently retired, and his father-in-law had the car down in Arizona. Well, my wife and I took a trip down there to visit everybody, and we got talking, and he's a Ford guy, and he had all the old 1935, 36 Fords and stuff that he restored. He had this in the garage down there, and he said he just didn't have time for this, and and he loved Fords, and so he offered this for me to buy it, and I said okay. I told my wife, I said, write out a check. And that was it.
That was it. You are owner number
three as far as we know.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Owner number 3. Incredible. 1927, almost 100 years old.
Yes.
And you're only the third owners. And
yes.
Has anything in here, and we'll talk about the running boards in a minute, but other than that, a new set of tires. Has anything in here
rubber,
been restored on the exterior of the car here?
Exterior?
Yeah.
No.
This is how you found it.
This is how we found
Besides
it.
giving it a shampoo and a wash.
Yeah.
Yes.
We put some blinkers on it, and that was it for the exterior.
Okay, so this, after almost 100 years, so obviously this did not sit in the field.
No, it was in the barn.
It must have been a much nicer barn than I'm used to going into.
Yep.
Because most barns, a lot of barns, they don't even have a cement floor in them.
Right.
That is incredible. And so let's while we're here, let's talk about, these are the original plates?
Those are the original plates, yes. Yep.
Oh, man. It's fun to find those little nuggets,
oh, yeah.
in a car.
Yep.
Okay, so I understand that this right here is the remote start. Wait, Dan, don't answer. Dennis, is that the remote start?
Yes, it is, and I've seen my Dan do it many times.
So Dan, is that? Oh, I know how this is. How does this work again?
So Dad remotely tells me to crank it over.
But you haven't.
Yes.
I will not.
Now, is it still a 6-volt system?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so can we take a look inside the engine department?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
So
That's so many details. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Dan. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, we just had it rebuilt 2 years ago. One of the piston skirts broke off, and they had to find pistons, whatever. But Chrysler was the first one to come out with the hydraulic brakes. Like Ford Model A's and Model T's, they just had mechanical brakes. So all the brakes got redone.
And wasn't it on this car that Chrysler first put them?
We think so.
I believe so.
We think so? Okay.
I'm not positive.
Okay. But at any rate, it had the hydraulic
It
brakes.
has a hydraulic
Back
brakes,
in
yes.
27.
Yes.
And the brakes aren't like a standard drum or caliper type brakes. They're actually, like the drum brakes go out.
Okay.
These ones actually are on the outside of the drum and they squeeze in. It's like a big band that goes around the top with the caliper on the top.
All right, and this is would be a flathead 6 then?
Yes.
Okay. I love the oil can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little camouflage being painted, but I have an oil can just like that. Maybe now I know where it was supposed to go. Somebody's car's missing an oil can.
Exactly.
Okay, man, even that's got to be a new belt. Does that? I mean, it doesn't look new.
We have not changed the belt, so we don't know if that's
how long that's been. I'm gonna guess it's not 1927.
Probably not.
It's got to be pretty old.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you did a little bit of carburetor work. to just get the car right.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't touch the carburetor too much. We had it cleaned, but I rerouted the fuel line from the gravity fuel system down to a fuel pump.
Okay. The vacuum system, you know, in the that would have come with the original car. It's all still there.
It's all still there. I had to disconnect one of the hoses or lines that controls the windshield wipers, which is associated with the vacuum system of the whole vehicle.
Right.
So the windshield wiper we have intact. It's just not working right now.
All right. So this car comes with air conditioning.
Yes,
Sort of.
It's manual air conditioning.
So how does it work?
Inside, there's a crank right above the visor.
Which
and the
I thought was the windshield wiper physical crank.
The windshield actually goes up and down. I
Okay.
haven't had it go any further higher than it is now. So when you're driving down the road, you get all
Wind.
that fresh air.
Yep.
You crank it down to the bottom of the windshield is even with the bottom of this vent here.
Right.
And then all of that air will go down to the top of your feet.
Oh, it's like a cowl, so it can, when the wind catches in here and then goes down.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
Dual zone.
Dual zone, you got it.
Climate control.
Yes.
You got the original rubber on the bottom there too. Man, wow.
Original vinyl top.
Now, the paint you said was actually redone by somebody.
Somebody in the family before we got it, they had it repainted in '62 with a lacquer, and the lacquer just got too hard and cracked or whatever.
Okay. So hence all the different patina that you see here and the cracks you see, but it's the original color.
Yes. It is the original color.
You know, the black fenders and then the dark blue. But I really actually like the color.
Yeah.
And I do like the little visor that comes out for the sunshade. On your wheels, these are gorgeous. They're wooden spokes. So are you? Those must have been redone.
No, they're original.
Those are original.
I'd like to hire that craftsman to do some woodwork in my house.
Absolutely.
Yes.
To have something like that rolling around with that weight on it for almost 100 years.
When we store it and when Jim was storing it, he would always put it up.
Well, sure. Take the weight off. So someone actually had to have taken care of that.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But those are beautiful. Now, those are not the original tires.
Correct.
And the original tires probably would not have been white walls?
Correct. They're all black.
Okay, and we'll show you a picture, though, because you do have an original winter tire on the back.
We do.
Original to the car.
Original to the car.
Don't put that one on a spare, okay?
I'll try not to.
So right here on the running board, typically you would have seen rubber.
Yes.
Right across the top.
I'll let Dennis take care of that.
Yeah, so we thought it was original, but when we dug into it, we looked underneath and it was plywood. We looked at that, and then they had L-channel, aluminum L-channel all the way around. And so we took it off. Well, on the back of the L-channel and towards the car, they had took tin snips and snipped along the edge, so it was all jagged. So then, okay, that's two strikes, and 2 strikes was good enough for us to say that wasn't original. So we took it off and we replaced it with oak. That we found a gentleman up that had rough sawn oak up in northern Wisconsin, and my wife and I refinished it, sanded it down and refinished it, and then cut it to the size that my son told us to cut. So,
and obviously he was correct. It worked.
Correct, yes. And it came out beautiful.
Well, at least this side did. We won't show it. No, I'm joking. They both look
we
good.
won't show the carburetor.
Yeah. So on an original Chrysler Imperial 27.
So the center would have all been black rubber.
Okay.
And then the edge would have been like 1-inch aluminum angle, right angle.
You know,
all along it.
I'll say this. That's one of the things, though, when you're walking through the crowd, I mean, the truck sticks out, but then you see that, you go, wow, that looks really good. Chrysler should have done that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so it's a real eye-catcher thing. Okay, I'm not used to all the windows rolling down. So do all the windows roll down?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. All the windows will go down.
Oh, man. And you have the original shades?
Original shades, the original headliner.
I'm kind of afraid to put the shades down because we don't know what will
Well,
happen.
I wouldn't touch them either. That's incredible. Almost 100 years of history sitting there. I like the grab handles. on
Yeah.
the back of the couch, and I mean those are typical for that era. You see them in other cars as time goes on, but the condition of the seats,
Yeah.
that's nuts. I think someone covered them in plastic and never sat in them. And the gauges on the dashboard,
Yep, those are all original as well.
was it an experience, since you have not done this before, and so you probably had not driven an early, or late 20s or early 30s car before, right?
Correct.
Correct.
How fun was it to get in the car and figure out how to start it?
It's like starting an airplane.
For the first time.
Switches and gadgets and
Yeah.
levers and
Well, that's it. I mean, we've had done a couple of other cars, Model 8s in early 30s, and yeah, it's this switch and that switch, and
Yep.
you got to do this and you got to adjust that. Okay, let's take a walk to the back here, and we're going to take a look at this original spare tire. Now, it's interesting to me, there's no outer inside rim.
right.
So would the original tire have come, with the spokes built in? No.
No,
Okay.
because if you take a look over on the side, there's 4 bolts that hold that rim onto that center part that the spokes are attached
Okay.
to. So you jack it up, you take those 4 bolts off, and then you put that tire on and put it back on. So
Interesting.
You
A whole
don't-
different concept of
Yeah.
how to change the tire.
so it's a split rim tire.
Okay.
So
Wow. I just think the tread is so interesting.
Yes.
And back in the 27, you would not have had paved roads. I mean, now
Correct.
be tires like this, you think of dirt bikes and ATVs,
Yep.
utilities, that wear off really quickly on a paved road.
Yep.
But dirt, it doesn't.
Dirt. You got that
So,
right.
and that's,
Yep.
I'm sure that they were, actually probably had fairly good traction, because you said these were winter tires?
Winter tires,
yeah.
yes. Winter
That's
tires.
crazy. Now, is this the gas tank back here, I'm assuming?
Yes. Yes.
All right. This isn't the push me bar for the remote start, right?
That's a remote
Son,
push.
hop out, start pushing.
He's the remote push.
He's the remote. You're the remote
starting, he's
start.
pushing.
He's pushing.
Yeah, it's that person, I guess.
Okay, so the top up here is also original, right? I know you said it's all original, but going around this, people are like, you can't be serious. So that's all original.
Yes.
Yes.
Because in 27 they couldn't make a roof that big.
Right.
The metal, they didn't have the technology to make metal stretch that far and put it together. So that would all be wooden underneath there.
Correct.
Yep.
Yep. All these nails go into wood.
Oh man, look at the original molding. Right, the rubber molding right around the window there.
And the interior wood around all the windows, that's all original.
And it's in such good shape. That wood.
Yeah.
You guys had to just be like pinching yourselves the whole way home, going, "Did we really do this?"
Well, when I called my son,
Or were you busy
know?
taking credit? Well, you thought that, but I knew that all along.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
yeah, when my wife gave me the okay and I called my son, well, I guess I can't say what he said, but
We're on camera.
We'll paraphrase it.
He couldn't believe it.
I'm
You
sure.
did not just do that. To be nicely.
Yes. And lo and behold, he did.
Yeah.
And now you have your father-son project that
Yes.
you've been wanting to do for so long,
Yep.
which is obvious that you're both excited
Yes.
about it. And
Yes, we
thrilled
love
that
it.
you found such a unique vehicle.
Yes.
We see a lot of Fords.
Yep.
We can see a lot of Chevys, but your Chryslers are a little rare.
Right.
So
Yes.
just the whole Chrysler fact is rare.
Correct.
Then go back to 27.
Yes.
That's even, once you cross that 30 line and go a little early, that's even rarer.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. Well, Dan and Dennis, thank you so much for sharing your car with us and your passion for it
Yes.
and the project. I love that it's a father-son project. And it's not like, you're in high school.
Right.
This is an adult relationship, and that's just so awesome, I think, to continue that. So thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that passion.
Yes. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
so we sure appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for taking so much interest in the car. We
Oh,
appreciate it.
who wouldn't?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
And thanks for watching.